Guys, what are we doing here? LeBron is not going to be a Dallas Maverick, bro. It doesn't matter what Kyrie says to that man. He's not coming to Texas, dog. This all started like a month ago when Bill Simmons went on his podcast talking crazy like,
I think he ends up in Dallas with Kyrie and with Luka, and then LeBron tries to figure out a way to get there eventually.
Bro is just talking. Like, what are you saying? 4 max contract players in 2023 are just all going to take magical pay cuts and try to win in Dallas? Who's on the bench? Dwight Powell? Frank Ntilikina? And we somehow convince Ersan Ilyasova to come out of retirement and give us garbage minutes? Like, what are we talking about here? I get it. Bill Simmons, you win. I'm talking about your podcast, and that's traffic to his business, but I'm only here because of recent reports from Shams today talking about how Kyrie is trying to convince LeBron to come to the Mavs next season. Respectfully, Kyrie. That isn't happening, bro. Did you see what you did to KD? I mean, we don't even have to go there. It's not happening. Unless Bronny will be in a Mavs jersey next year, which he physically cannot because he isn't eligible for the draft until next year, LeBron is not playing in a Mavs jersey. This is just an outrageous rumor. I'm just being realistic. Draymond Green has a $27.6 million player option for next season. He's not turning that shit down, bro. Because respectfully, Draymond Green is not worth a max contract in 2023. He's not. Some desperate team might give it to him, but he's not worth that kind of money. He's 33 years old. You've got probably 2 good years left on his contract. Maybe more. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But the man has averaged a triple single since 2019. And before y'all point out that Draymond is so much more than his statistics, obviously, if you watch basketball, you know that. The man is a defensive genius, and he keeps that Warriors offense flowing. He's a great screen setter and passer that plays with an insane amount of passion. But he also just socked Jordan Poole in the face during practice less than a year ago. I'm a big supporter of not letting someone be defined by a single moment, but this was not Draymond's first offense. Remember when he kicked Steven Adams in the nuts? Twice? What did Steven Adams do? He seems like a nice guy from his interviews. Maybe he's a ruthless trash talker. I don't know. I'm not an NBA player. How would I really know? And also, did we all just forget that he stomped on Sabonis in the playoffs this year? Like, he just straight up Goomba stomped him. Anyway, I made a video on that a long time ago. Where were we? Oh yeah, LeBron is never playing in the Mavericks jersey. Draymond is not off the table next offseason, but definitely not this year. Let's just temper expectations, Mavs fans. Our off seasons are typically a complete dumpster fire. I'm hoping this year that we just make some sensible and sound decisions to put a decent roster around our 2-star players, assuming Kyrie stays, which was also rumored to be potentially happening according to Mark Stein. He went as far as to say Kyrie has consistently expressed a desire to stay with the Mavs, but no one really knows what Kyrie is thinking. Kyrie probably doesn't even know what he wants right now in this moment, and Kyrie probably knows we're the only team in the NBA that will give him whatever contract he wants because we have no leverage because we're trying to appease Lord Luka, because it's possible if we keep dicking around, he won't be a Mav by the end of this contract. And honestly, I wouldn't blame him, bro. We've consistently failed him over and over again, and if Kyrie leaves this summer, that means that we turned Brunson, Dinwiddie, Finney-Smith, and an unprotected 2029 first-round pick into a 2-month dumpster fire of a Kyrie rental. That was our 3 next best players in our conference finals run outside of Luka, and we could just lose all of them for fucking nothing. Nothing. It's depressing out here in Dallas right now, which is probably why these rumors exist in the first place and why a lot of Mavs fans are eating that shit up, which I know all Mavs fans aren't eating it up, but I've seen a decent amount of tweets and comments supporting this, and I don't understand it. Call me a pessimist, I guess. I didn't think we were going to actually trade for Kyrie in the first place, and I wasn't a fan of the trade at the time, and I'm still not now, but maybe these people are right, and I'm the crazy one. Maybe I'm just a lunatic who thinks that LeBron has absolutely no motive to leave Los Angeles. You know, the city where his son will be playing most of his college basketball games next year. It's like a nice leisurely 6-minute drive from the crypto arena to where USC plays their basketball games, and only 8 minutes if you take the long route. Also, LeBron is Los Angeles right now. He comes to Dallas, and respectfully, Luka is just shy, if not just as good as LeBron was at 24 years old, and LeBron is 39 now, not 24. There's definitely like a weird power struggle because Luka right now is Dallas. He's our franchise player. Let's also talk about the fact that we have nothing to offer. The best trade I cooked up, which I'm not a genius trade maker, but the best trade I cooked up was Davis Bertans, Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr., and either Josh Green or Jaden Hardy, plus our number 10 pick this year and a 2025 first rounder. That was the best offer I could make that made the money work. Even if I had forced trade on in 2K, that trade is not going through. There is no chance. That would be an idiotic move by the Lakers unless they were entirely rebuilding and moving AD as well. But if that was the case, most of the league would have better trade packages easily. A trade centered around Tim Hardaway Jr. and a number 10 overall pick is not even getting 50-year-old LeBron. Whatever. We also were rumored to hire Jeff Van Gundy as an assistant coach under Jason Kidd, which, if it helps Jason Kidd look less like a lost soul out there attempting to coach a basketball team, do it. But I'd miss Jeff Van Gundy in the booth because that man just says anything. Anyway, I just had to comment on that because it was a full day of outrageous takes and rumors that made absolutely no sense. But that's all I've got. Have a good one.
I love both Martins. I would try to form an NBA team of brothers.
You mean black guys?
No, I mean siblings.
Okay.